Okay, this session let us understand the file system in the Raspberry Pi. Now, what do you mean by file system? If you think about it in Windows you have this PC, which was earlier known as My Computer, and from My Computer you had a few local disk C, D, E. You have partitions like this. So this is a file system. In C there are a lot of folders and stuff like that. So you can see this is the file system in Windows. Now, how do I get a file system of the Raspberry Pi or the Raspberry Pi? How do I understand that? Okay, let's enter into the full screen mode. Let's click on this particular file manager of the Raspberry Pi. Now, as you can see, if you go into the file manager, the biggest folder or the parent folder is a slash. Just like you have this PC on My Windows, the slash is the folder which comes first. In slash you have a lot of folders in slash. What are the folders? Bin, root, dev, etc, home, lib, lost plus found, media, mnt, opt, proc, root, run, sbin, srv, sys, temp, blah blah blah. Okay, so in slash we have home. Now what concerns us is in home there is a particular folder called as pi. So this is like your main folder inside slash. So in slash there is a folder called as home. In home there is a folder called as pi. In pi there is gonna be, let's say you're gonna have, one second, let's say documents, downloads, desktop. These are the main folders that you need to see. And you have a few folders called as a fire sensor. Then you have IoT, which we created. There is no subfolder inside. If you remember all this, so this was inside Pi. Now, this is your home. This is your slash home slash Pi, which means you are in slash, and then you're in home, and in home you are in Pi. Okay. So that's about the current directory that you are in. When you click on this, you're in the current working directory is slash home slash pi. Now, many a times, as I told you, may not be able to log in into a desktop, though VNC allows you, but not always. It's not a very good thing to log in using VNC all the time. You might just have a command line. So we need to learn a few command line commands. So this is your command line in the terminal. You log into the terminal. Now, on the terminal, let's see a few commands that we can learn. First of all, one of the commands that you need to see is which directory am I currently standing inside in the Raspberry Pi. So you just need to say pwd. You are in pwd. Enter. Slash home slash pi. It tells you are in slash home slash pi. Now, if you want a documentation of what pwd exactly is, you can also see man pwd. Enter. What is the meaning of man? It means it's a manual for pwd command. Now, pwd means it prints the name of the current working directory. Are you able to understand? It is the printing the working directory. All right. So you have different options for that. All that is fine. All right. So all does it say Q to quit? So I can quit using Q. All right. Now, so the pwd is a particular command, or if you want to know about any command, you can use man, and that command name will give you a manual for that command. Okay. Another command. Okay, so I am in slash home slash pi. All right. What are the files and folders which are there in my particular directory? How do I come to know that? You come to know that by this command called as ls, which means list. ls. So over here you can see you have a desktop folder in this, you have documents, you have downloads. Folders are shown in blue, whereas files, that is Python files out here, are shown in white. Okay. So ls. So if you want to go for a man ls, I want to have manual for ls. It says ls is list directory contents. List directory contents. But you can have even some more, you can have some extensions or arguments along with ls. Like, say, for example, let's see what is there. Okay, you can even have, yeah, sort by modification time, newest first. You can have this slash small t. Okay, so what we can do, we can just check that up. Okay, so q, and what you can do is ls t hyphen t, enter. What does it do? It shows you according to the time that it was created or last modified is shown first. Of course, I just created IoT. It is shown first. Then comes the fire sensor, which was created before. ledgpi, then public, documents, blah blah, and so on. So these are listed in order of their modification. Correct? Okay, so in that way you can use, okay, if you want to help with regards to, I think it is ls help. So you can see any of the help which you can use with regards to ls anytime you want. Okay, with this, of course, I'm sure you've understood quite something. Now, coming back to the Pi at Raspberry Pi, this is what we are. So you are in this particular directory, and these are the files which are there. Now, I want to create a directory. In my this thing. I already have created a directory, that is IoT, but I want to tell it to you how, show it to you how, and what is the command used. The command that we're going to use is, we're going to see the manual for that. The command that we're going to use is make dir. Enter. Can you see this particular file? Okay, what does it say, make dir? It says make directories, make directory. So create the directory if they do not already exist. Cool. So if they already exist, you cannot create them. Now, let's say I quit this and then I make dir. I need to use this particular command to create a particular directory. Let me say IoT1. Enter. I need to see whether IoT1 has been created. Yes, it is created. IoT1.